welcome to Probe Linear. It's 25th of November 2023. So this is the chart from last week that we discussed on 18th November. There we mentioned that Nifty could be in a fourth wave and it could consolidate for a couple of days, 2-3 days in this range. And Nifty has consolidated more than that. So it took 5 sessions. So now the view will little bit be changing. We'll discuss all those stuff. We'll first check price action indicators, then we'll check Elliott Wave and try to understand what is going to happen with Nifty in a next week, as well as we'll check the levels for next session. So let's get started with price action. So this is the Nifty chart on daily time frame, and here we see that there are multiple moving averages that we have added, like 13 EMA, 48 EMA, 100 EMA, and 200 EMA. Nifty is trading well above all the short-term moving averages, right? So this is the 13 EMA. So Nifty had not retraced after this point towards 13 EMAs, right? So it's trading in a bullish sequence on the upside. So we expected Nifty to test this in a last week's video. We explained that Nifty could test this and then go higher. Till now, it has not tested that. It traded in very tight range and it consolidated a lot. So what is the next step? What analysis can we do from here, right? So you can see here, this is the resistance, major resistance, which Nifty has faced previously. And this is the major support near 19,500 to 400 zones, right? So this is the major support that we discussed. Sorry, 580 to 500 zones that we discussed. So what we are expecting is Nifty, if breaks again the low of previous day, so that will be a third day it is making lower low formation, then I would expect Nifty to correct towards this zone. If it does not do that, then I would expect it to consolidate a little more, right? So that is another possibility. But yeah, what can happen more is Nifty can come back here, take a support, okay, and again bounce back, again take a support, and maybe shoot higher for 20,000. So this is another possibility. We'll discuss in more detail about that in Elliott Wave, because I also see here a possibility of triangle formation. So that's why I mentioned that there could be 2-3 more complex correction moves internally possible within this range, and that could suggest. So this is a big consolidation, by the way. After this consolidation gets completed and this high gets taken out, the Nifty could move rapidly up. So we need to watch for this, and we should not trade for the down moves, because down moves are very risky. Even if you go and trade based on this low break, right? So this was the main candle after which Nifty started consolidating. So this is the mother candle we discussed, and if this low is broken, we can expect Nifty to go to this support area, and then again it can bounce back. So these possibilities are open, and trading down moves are very risky. So it's a tight range and very risky to trade. So that's why I mentioned it's better to look for upside opportunity only, and we should avoid the downside moves. Specifically, we talked in the last week's video that this is an option sellers area where they make most of the money. Here, the option prices will erode, and we have a monthly expiry next week. Also, Monday we have a holiday. So it's likely that we will consolidate in very tight range again. And after the expiry, we might see a decisive move on the upside. So this is what I'm assuming. I do not assume a big drop on the downside as of now. So max to max, it can retrace towards this area near 500 or even towards 300. Sorry, even towards 400. That's what possible. But for that, it's not easy to forecast the move. We need to break this low. Then only we would get to know the intensity of the fall and where it will reach. So for now, what we have to consider is we have either a consolidation or a small pullback, then the rally will resume once this high is taken out. So one can, if one does not have a big risk appetite, we should avoid trading these moves. Apart from that, we see here RSI is trading above 60. It's still in the bullish zone. Arrow indicator is indicating bullish zones. It's not yet going in consolidation. If this green line goes below 50, we can assume that this is a move which is not tradable. Again, it will be showing more consolidation. So it might, if it goes sideways by for many days, then that will happen, but I doubt that that is going to be the case right now. So hope you understand the price action and indicators part. Let's check the Elliott wave. So this is what we discussed last week. If Nifty breaks 19,765 zone, we can be expecting a move towards 19,822 50 zones. So Nifty did test that and it made high just near the level. What is that level? 875, right? So that is the high that Nifty made. So our expectation was right on target. And then in next 2-3 sessions, we were expecting a slow move towards this zone. The consolidation still happened and it did not drop immediately towards 580 to 500 zones. So the consolidation is still going on. It's not yet done. So, and break below 500 will invalidate our view count of fourth wave, right? That's what we discussed. So this was the chart. So below 500, it should not go. That's what we discussed. So I'm having a little bit of doubt now on this impulse count. I'm not considering now this as a complete, like it's not. It could be that the wave 5 ended here with 1 2 1 2 and like 1 2 3 4 and 5, because the consolidation happened for quite some time now, right? It consolidated for 5 days. That should not happen, because this fourth wave should have been should have taken 2-3 days max to max, and then it should have went higher. So that didn't happen and it consolidated more. So I'm having doubt now. It could be the end of A wave here, just breaking this swing high, and B wave could be in progress. So let's check the possible case. So if we still assume that this is the fourth wave now, and this is the case of a triangle that is possible, okay? So ABC moves like this, it can happen. So if we check here, it missed to break this high by 0.10 points, right? So, and then it pulled back. This is hourly chart, by the way. And we see here the price is again trading below 13 EMA on hourly chart. So that means the pullback failed here. It is double top formation. So either it will go sideways like this, make a triangle in a fourth wave, okay, and then it could go higher. And if it fails to hold fourth, so if it fails to hold above 20,000, I would assume that this is going to come down for wave B. Okay, so it should break this low of E wave, then only we will have that clarity. So then only this case will be valid. So this case has a little bit of doubts now. Okay, that's the assumption. But yeah, the price did not retrace too much beyond 0.2236. So this possibility is still open. So if we break this low, 19,667, then we can have another case. So instead of making a triangle, it can cross downside, right? Instead of going for a triangle, it can cross downside and then go higher. So let's check that case as well. So this is the case that I'm assuming, again, a different scenario. So right now the situations are quite confusing due to this tight consolidation. A lot of wave patterns are possible. So you have to excuse me for that, but yeah, just know that you do not have a good risk reward if you trade on the downside, and you should only target for intraday moves, because it's very tight range, and after this range we will get a good move. That's the another thing. But yeah, for that we need to wait more. So here the case that I'm presenting you is the wave A completed here. Okay, so this could be 1 2 3 fourth completed here, and then we have fifth wave just breaking this high and completing the A wave. So now the wave B can be expanded, sorry, not expanded, it can be a regular flat. This wave B retraced almost more than 90, you could say 99.9%. It retraced this move, and then the wave C is possible on the downside. Okay, so why we are considering here ABC pullback? Because even if you plot Fibonacci from this point to this point, you will not get 0.236 retracement, and this is very rare that Nifty or any other indices do not retrace more than 0.236 Fibonacci. It usually retraces minimum towards 0.236, and then 0.382 if the consolidation is within the tight range. So when you plot Fibonacci, you get 0.382 Fibonacci at 19,478. So this is the level we need to watch for on the downside. This can even be on complex correction as well. But yeah, for that, what we need to do is we just need to wait and see how it performs here and why we think that this is going to happen. There is another reason as well, right? One is related to retracement, and here you will get almost 200 points to trade break of this. So you need to wait for break of this, otherwise this is not tradable. This can even turn out to be a different picture, different pattern altogether. The more probable case is this with a flat correction and breaking 19,667 will give that idea. We'll get 100 200 points on the downside, and I'm not expecting any major gap downs. If the gap down happens, the gap will get covered and will again take a dip and then continue more higher. Max towards this, what I'm expecting a dip. So we have to be ready for these cases. So hope you understand the analysis. Apart from that, we discussed these charts previously in our previous videos. So this is the chart that we drawn on 5th of November, and exactly similar situation is happening. This is chart even older, that is on 14th October. We expected a dip on the downside. Nifty did not came to this, but 18,888 was broken. And this is even chart from May 14th that we expected move like this. So we covered all those details in previous videos. You can watch them to understand in more detail. So hope you understand what's the view here. The consolidation can be tight, and then a fifth wave, which is if it fails, then we'll have a B wave starting, which will go more down and consolidate, right? And if we break 19,667, then only we will have 200 points dip on the downside, and that will be B wave as a flat correction, regular flat correction. Okay, and then we'll have a C wave breaking all-time high towards 20,500 to 900 zones. So yeah, that's all. Hope you like and understand the analysis. If you have any doubts, ask in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.